Hi, my name is Juliana Tennant. I'm a biology major here at the U, and this is my digital story. I started doing community work at a young age through my church, First Presbyterian Church of Libertyville, Illinois. My parents brought my brothers and I along with them to volunteer at the food pantry our church hosted once a month, setting up and handing out food. We also helped out with pads, where we set up beds for the homeless that would come stay at our church every Tuesday night. These were the first experiences of community service that I was involved in, and were what first started to shape my views of community work. In high school, I joined NHS, the National Honor Society, which gave me more opportunities to complete service work. I also remained very involved with my church. I went on 2 mission trips, one to a Native American reservation in Mescalero, New Mexico, where we painted houses, and one to a camp for underprivileged kids in Fairbanks, Alaska, where we built cabins. I had a lot of fun on these trips, but looking back, I realized that they played more into white saviorism than I had realized at the time. They seemed to do more good for our egos than for the communities that we were serving. Coming into college, I took a little break from volunteering and community service to adjust to my new lifestyle. Then, in the second semester of my freshman year, something happened that would change the trajectory of my life. One of my brothers fell over the railing of a staircase in his dorm and landed on his head, becoming severely brain damaged. We soon learned that he would never be able to go back to school or retain full physical or mental capacity again. This devastated my family. We are extremely close, considering I am a triplet. To help with his recovery, my brother was admitted to an inpatient rehabilitation facility in downtown Chicago, and my parents stayed at the Ronald McDonald House there for 4 months. My other brother and I stayed with them over our spring breaks that semester. Through living there for a week and realizing how vital RMH was for my family, when I returned to campus in the fall, I knew I needed to volunteer at the Ronald McDonald House. I wanted to lend my skills to such an amazing and influential organization. I began volunteering with their after-school program once a week, supervising the kids during their activities. It soon became my favorite part of the week. Then, sophomore year, I was struggling to decide on a minor. My advisor, after hearing that I was already volunteering at the Ronald McDonald House, suggested that instead of adding on a minor, I could join CESP. I immediately knew that was what I wanted to do. I became a member of CESP and continued volunteering at the Ronald McDonald House once a week until COVID-19 paused volunteering at that location. When COVID-19 shut everything down, I returned to my hometown of Gurnee, Illinois, and was unable to secure any in-person or remote volunteering opportunities. Instead, I focused all my time on helping my parents with my brother. He needed 24/7 care, and with both my parents working full-time jobs, they needed all the help they could get. I helped him get up in the mornings, fed him breakfast and lunch, and watched him when my parents were unable to. Working this closely with him solidified my desire to become a physical therapist. Returning to campus my junior year, I volunteered at the Minneapolis American Indian Center with the GNU/Golden Eagle after-school program. This was the first community work experience I had where I realized that not only was I there to assist, I was there to learn. I realized that volunteering was truly a two-way street and that the best experiences were the ones where you helped others learn as well as learn something yourself. I really appreciated the opportunity to work with and learn about a different culture, which I had never really had the chance to do before. Senior year, I took some of the revelations I had about community service from the Minneapolis American Indian Center and put it towards my work at Risen Christ Catholic School in the first grade classroom. Instead of going into volunteering thinking that I was going to impart some sort of knowledge on members of a community that I was not a part of, as if I was somehow superior to them, I acted as a vessel for what the community could teach me. I believe I got way more out of my experience by shifting my perspective this way. Finally, for my ISEP capstone, I decided to return to the Ronald McDonald House once they opened the house to volunteers again. I decided to focus on mental health resources that I could provide for the kids, considering I have struggled with mental health in the past and can also relate to them in a way not many can, since my family has stayed there. I hope my resource booklet will be able to assist in helping kids learn about and deal with mental health, especially in the context of living at the Ronald McDonald House. Being in CESP has created so many opportunities for me, as well as taught me so many things my STEM education would not have been able to. I know that the skills and perspective shift that CESP has given me will seamlessly translate into my future occupation as a physical therapist. I am so glad I decided to participate in this program, as I feel like a much more well-rounded person and plan to use the experience, perspective, and skills that CESP helped me obtain throughout the rest of my life. Thank you.